What's going on, everyone? It is your girl, Queen Quee, and this is Pressure with Queen Quee. And I'm coming to you today. This is December the 15th, 2021. And this is a special day. And I decided to do this show. And I wanted to start off with this song, of course. Do you know what today is? It's our anniversary. Hey, yeah, anniversary. Ba-da-da-da-da. You know, not just playing. I had to give y'all a little taste. Anybody trying to sign me, hit me in my inbox. It's up there and it's stuck there. But right now I'm just independent. I'm doing a little ying around the house. Nothing too major. But no, seriously, today is the anniversary of my podcast. um, I did the first episode of my podcast. I'm gonna have to look this up, you guys. I did it on this day, and it was actually called Sugar Daddy. What was it called? It was called Sugar Daddy versus True Love. And the reason why, yeah, it was called Sugar Daddy versus True Love, and it was December the 15th, 2020. So this is my 1 year anniversary, and I was like, I had to do a show just kind of trivia to the reason why I wanted to come up with this podcast and what was my motivation, what was my reason, and then basically the outlook of it in the long run. First of all, for the people who do not know me personally, I do go by Queen. I am a mother. I am a single mother of three wonderful kids. Shout out to my beautiful kids, London, Paris, and Aiden. I am very funny. Yeah, I'm just saying. Like, I have a personality. Um, I have definitely a unique personality. And the reason why I did this podcast was because I used to be at work a lot of time. And for example, you at work, and I don't know, like some people, I used to listen to like a lot of music. I just like bump it. I could just listen to music the whole time. And then I started getting on YouTube and started watching YouTube creators. Shout out to Shorts TV, Tasha K, Amon Wiggins, My Radio, um Lovely T, like just different people that I think I said Tasha K, but yeah, just different type of YouTube creators, and these people I adored watching all day. First of all, it made the time go by faster, and then second of all, it was just so. I was just so fascinated to hear other people's opinions because, of course, they're taking news and then they're kind of giving another spin on it or their opinion, and you'll be surprised. People will really listen to you, and people are entertained to know that it's somebody that either thinks like them or have a different opinion. I'm the type of person where I love some people like, oh my God, you like to argue. No, I probably like to debate, and I am not closed minded when it comes down to situations and topics. Like, I do stand my ground. That's the reason why my motto say, like, just stand on what you saying. Like, if you believe in it, stand on it. Have a reason behind it. Just don't go with the wind. I hate people that just be like, oh, okay, when the wind blows this way, you with them, and if it don't blow that way, then you the other way. Or it's just, I don't like the followers. I like people that have a different opinion, and I love people to voice their opinion. So whether you agree with me or not, any topic that I ever discuss or something like that, I don't never want you to feel like I'm gonna block and delete you or try to basically shine you away from my podcast. No, I'm not gonna do that. I think that's what makes it more interesting. So, of course, I was always listening to different YouTube creators and stuff like that, and I was like, hey, I can do that. First of all, I talk a lot. Anybody that know me, y'all know what's up. Shut out. Y'all know me. Anybody that personally knows me knows that I am literally the conversation starter, the conversation ender. Like, I am going to take a conversation 0 minutes to 2-3 hours. Luckily, this podcast can only have a 30-minute show run at a time. So so that's the reason why, I try to tame myself a lot or whatever. But I definitely decided to do this last year. And on the 15th, I actually remember the first day I did my first episode. I was waiting on my kids to get out of school or something like that. And something told me, hey, just get on your phone. You already, downloaded the program and stuff like that. Go ahead and do your show right here, right now. In the car, you're sitting down. Just speak from where how you feel. And I did it. And I wanted to let people know, if you're out there, you have any type of goals or dreams and stuff like that, please just do it. Jump into it full force, because you will never know unless you try it. Everything is don't not okay. I remember people, I remember having a type of idea of like, well, I want everything to be right. I don't want to just put out anything. I want to do this and I want to do that. Then you'll look up and you never put out anything at all because you didn't overthink the process. Now you have exhausted yourself. You have exhausted yourself. You have exhausted your train of thinking. You didn't stress yourself out. Now you don't even want to do it no more because you like, well, this is not right. This is not right. This person said this and this and that. You have to have a mind of your own. You know what I'm saying? You have to be confident within yourself. You have to have self esteem. So, I just want to let anybody out there that is listening to me know that please do it because you want to do it. Please do it because you're confident and you know for a fact that you will succeed. Like, far as like, that within yourself. You don't need validation through other people. So, and that goes for any dreams that you have. It don't have to be, per se podcast. It can be whatever dream that you have or whatever goals that you have that you want to set for yourself. Go for it. Just start somewhere. Like somebody used to always tell me, every books and stuff like that, and motivation speakers and stuff like that, they always say just go for it. Truth be told, experience is sometimes the best lesson that you can probably get. You're gonna mess up. Everything is not gonna come out perfect. But that's good because then you can look back on your growth and you can see you growing. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, my first I listened to my first podcast and then I'm like, oh my God, I'm screaming in the mic. I didn't have a lot of stuff set up correctly, but it's out there and I'm owning it and I'm loving it. So I just want to let you guys know, be encouraged. Whoever is listening to this, please be encouraged. Let this be confirmation to your ears to know anything that you have a passion for and a dream for or a goal that you're trying to reach it, just go for it. Start somewhere. Just start and worry about everything else throughout the process. But at least you start. Because a lot of times I know with my goals and stuff like that I have set for myself, I never did follow through with them because why? One, I never had a plan. Or if I did have a plan, I turned around and overthink it, and then now I didn't psych myself out of the whole situation, and I didn't stay away from it. So it's kind of like just go for what you know. Just go for what you know, and then just learn as the progress, until you get to the finish line. So I hope that makes sense to someone. But yeah, so I just wanted to kind of give a background of the situation of this podcast. Now, when I first started out, I was really debating two names for it. It was either going to be Boomerang or Pressure with Queen Queen, and I ended up deciding to go with uh Pressure. And I did like a little poll and everybody was saying Pressure. They was just like, I like Pressure. I like the word pressure better. So I okay, so that'll be the name for the podcast. So it will be Pressure with Queen Queen. Also, if you are a person that has been listening to me, I don't care if it was one time, two times, a click, a like, a share, or an opinion about it. I want to say I thank you and I appreciate it because you did not have to do it. So by you even going out your way to make for sure that you at least gave me a chance and an opportunity, I appreciate that. And I will hope that my fan base will grow throughout the years. I'm claiming it. You see what I'm saying? I'm claiming next time in 2022 when I be doing this same anniversary show, it'll be a bigger production. It'll also be, a lot of people calling in and different type of people. I can even do flashbacks and throwbacks. So I'm definitely looking for just growth, just the growing of my channel and my podcast growing. I will be having different interviews. I want to do different interviews. I want to do different topics. So I got like a lot of little things in the working and stuff like that. I am. I have to understand. I have to pace myself and also be consistent. Because the simple fact is that if you do not know, I do have a website and it's an inspirational blog. And it's basically based on, it's called whatiamunity.com. Check it out in the link in the bio. I'm going to have all my information there. But it's basically surrounded around positivity and love and inspiration. And so when I did Pressure with Queen Quita podcast, it's two totally different things. So a lot of times people be like, oh, you got a podcast. Is this what you do? I'm like, no, those are two different separate things. And the reason why I did those like that because I wanted to keep I Am Unity separate from my podcast. Because my podcast, I could be talking about gossip, I can be talking about, motivation stuff, I can be talking about, just life experience and stuff like that. They can go deep and go on a whole nother type of realm. Like I always say, the podcast is my personality. You see what I'm saying? Like that's one thing. That's a way for you to hear my personality and my views on stuff. And then the website is kind of like the side of me that I want people to understand for as like I just want to bring everybody together. I want everybody to be on some cool by eye. Let's join together. Cause the motto on my website, I Am Unity, is never judge a book by its cover by opening it up and reading it. Before you open it up and reading it. So I wanted to still incorporate that in everything that I do. Even when it comes down to my podcast, I didn't want people to look at my website and be like, oh, this is her, she's this, she's that. And I'm like, no, let me go to my podcast and you'll probably get a more understanding of how I talk, how I feel, my personality, and you might just like it better. So I don't know, you might or you might not. But either way it go, I'm standing on what I'm saying. Period. Pooh. No, I'm just saying. I'm not playing, but I'm just saying. So, but I just wanted to tell everyone, thank you guys so much for the love, support. This is an independent, show and stuff like that. So, even for the people that sent me Cash App, Zelle, anything like that, and just saying, even if it was $1, because of course I put that in the bio, like I don't care if it's $1. I be like, I don't care if it's $1. I thank you because you didn't even have to do that. I'm sorry, y'all. My mouth get a little dry because I be talking so much. But yeah, so I'm up. It's nighttime to be honest. I don't even know when I'm gonna put this out, but just know that this is the podcast tribute to my 1 year anniversary. And just like a relationship, just like with a child or a baby or a situation, when you birth it, you know, um, it's a powerful thing and it's a wonderful thing. So I just want to tell everybody who have taken this journey and at least gave me the opportunity. I want to say thank you so very much. I will not let you down. I want to give a special shout out to a couple of people. First and foremost, God. The head of my life. I had a church girl on it. God, I want to give a special shout out to my kids. Mommy love you guys. And you never know. This might take off and I look back on this episode, and next thing you know, you see me on TVs and radio. I'm gonna speak it and claim it. So shout out to London, Paris, and Aiden, my mom, my dad, my brothers and sisters, Marianne, Marcus, Maya, my cousins, my aunties, everybody, the Summers clan, the College clans, we in here. So that's all my family. I also want to give a special shout out to family and friends and stuff like that. Also to like a special fan of mine. Shout out to my boy Kevin. I really appreciate you just because you guys don't understand when I first started. And I first started doing my podcast. Of course, I do shows and stuff like that. I'll go to work all day, cook, clean when I get home, and then turn around and try to at least do one or two shows and stuff like that. And one thing I can really truly say about Kevin is that he always made for sure that he let me know he listened to the episode. It ain't like he just clicked on it. He was like, "Nah, Quee, I like when you talked about this," or my opinion on this, and that, and that's what I want. You see what I'm saying? Like I appreciate that. So I really want to give a special shout out to him because you didn't have to do that, my brother, and I appreciate that. And I, on some respectful, honorable stuff, I really do love you for that. Just thank you so much for the support. Shout out to my papa, my first lady, Lady Shirley, his wife, beautiful, just all of it. My families and friends in general, my church family. Who else? Because I don't want to look like I'm giving an Oscar and Grammy speech, because that'll be all day. uh but the main thing I just wanted to sit up here and let you guys know is that in the future going forward, it will be like different little episodes. I know if you look back on a couple of my episodes, I kind of was so surrounded with hot topics and stuff like that. But I'm definitely going to mix it up. I'm going to have a segment called Ask Queen. I'm going to have a segment called Breaking Down the Song. I'm going to have different little motivation clips throughout my podcast where you can probably always click on it and listen to it, just so you know something that you can listen to that it might inspire you. It's just going to be a lot of different stuff. So please stay tuned. Remember, you guys, this is an open podcast. So I love to hear feedback for you guys, negative or positive. I'm even going to have call ins. I said I want to start doing lives where, you know, I can, you can call in and we can talk about the subject or whatever topic we on. I would love to have that. That's like my goal. So I'm going to make that happen in the future. So you guys, because I feed off of it. You gotta understand. I have a newfound respect for people that do podcasts and stuff like that with no co-host. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Larry Reed. I remember him saying something about this when he said when he first started out, he had like two or three people, and then of course everybody started going their separate ways, or sometimes it just don't work out. And then he was just like, and then I was left to still do the show by myself. And I looked up and I said, well, wow, these people are loving me and my commentary by itself. So that takes a lot for me to get on here and basically me and my mic and my computer. And I'm just going on and on and on with no feedback. So I would definitely love to hear, what do you guys think? What are some suggestions that you feel like that Pressure with Queen Queen can have, or segments and stuff like that that I can have that would be helpful towards the show? I'm all for suggestions. So thank you guys. I'm kind of a little, not emotional because I'm a G. I'm a thug. Because I'm a thug all day, every day. I'm goofy, y'all. Really goofy in real life. So I just want to tell everybody that had a listening ear. Oh, shout out to my boy Adrian. Yeah, that's my Ace Boom Coon too. You know what I'm saying? What's up with it? Hey, you know what I'm saying? I told you I was gonna give you a shout out. I said, hey man, I'm giving you a shout out on my tribute. Shout out to, my boy Zach. Shout out to you. You know what I'm saying? You have truly been a part of my peace throughout this process and like kind of, keeping me going and flowing. Shout out to just everybody, Tiff, shout out to you. It's so many people to name. I don't want to leave nobody out, but just know I appreciate and I love everyone that have done and said anything to encourage me, to motivate me, or to support me. And I want to let people know too, before I end it off, please don't get caught up in the support from family members and friends. Your biggest supporters will come from people that you don't even know. Come on, somebody. Yeah, I'm gonna take it there with y'all. I'm gonna take it there because a lot of times people do like open up a business. Because I remember we was doing something in my church and it was called Walking in Love. And I said the same thing, and I was like, a lot of people open up business trying to be an entrepreneur, or they'll try a new venture or a dream or a goal, and then they're upset because they are expecting the people that they pour into, or the people that they love, or the people that they support to support them and stuff like that. And then sometimes they get discouraged. Stop focusing on that. First thing is be true to yourself, because if you're not together, if you don't believe in yourself, why would you think anybody else believe it to it? And stop looking at the numbers and this is and that. Don't get caught up on the views and the numbers. Speak freely. The people will come. The support will come. You might get supporters from all out of state before you get 10 good strong supporters in your hometown. Keep going, keep pushing. Don't just be focusing and don't even get upset. Some of y'all be all on social media getting upset, like, yeah, you know I had this podcast, or yeah, you know I got a YouTube channel, or you know I got this business, and you ain't even trying to support me. That's fine. Good. I don't even want the support, whether it's family or not. I don't want no support from people that genuinely do not want to listen to me, or they feel like, oh, I gotta support it because I know it, so I don't want her to think I'm a hater. You ain't no hater. You a hater if you check in just because. You know what I'm saying? If you just checking in just to be dry checking in, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather for you to be like, hey, you listen to a show. If you liked it, you like it. If you did, you did. But hey, you tried it. You tried it. So yeah, that was just on my mind. And before I go, just to end it off, it will be in this. I want you guys to hang around. If you hang around this long, thank you so much. Like I said, friends, say please like, share, comment, give me your feedback and everything. I would love to hear it. Shout out to Pressure with Queen Cree. 1 year down and a lifetime to go. What? You know what I'm saying? Bing bong. If you hear them up there, what do you want to say, Joe Biden? I'm sorry, you guys. I just messed up that TikTok because I don't even be on TikTok, and I'm just freestyling, not just saying. But before I go, I do want to. What I was about to say, I'm going to play a clip of a rapper named Toby, and I've been listening to him, you guys, for a good month, and I fell in love with all his music, from him and his wife music, from the first two songs, and I have been on like a spiritual trip when it comes down to them. So I am gonna, I'm sorry, the next clip that we'll be playing will be something that he had at his concert, and I would really like you guys just to listen to what he said and listen to, just listen to what he said, because sometimes it can be very motivational to someone out there. It was definitely motivation for me, and it just made me think about me and my journey. Millions didn't make it, but I was the one. You see what I'm saying? Like, you have to think like that and have that mentality. Like, it's going to be millions that do not make it, but at the end of the day, you will be the one that could make it and make a change. Come on, somebody. I don't hear nobody. So, love, peace, and unity. Mwah. Thank you guys for the journey. I'll see you next year. Ba, 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 ba.
So the only thing I'm trying to do is just be myself.
Yeah.
100% through and through in whatever it is that I'm doing. And that's really what I'm trying to get everybody else to do.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it is, unless you're a trash person.
Yeah.
Don't be 100% that.
Yeah.
Like, be the best version of yourself, and then just be that. Whatever it is that your interest is, whatever it is that makes your personality, whatever it is that makes you you, do that.
Yeah.
100% authentically, and like, don't, like, stop trying to be like everybody else.
That's the